Hey everyone, how's it going? Yeah, I'm doing a, vlog of how my day went. I went out and did a little Pokemon Go with my son, and we had a decent time. He got what he needed to. By the way, his name's Danny Schizo. So if you get a chance to check him out, by all means, go to his channel and see the crazy antics that son of mine likes to do. Um, well, make a long story short, we went out and we did a little Pokemon Go. And yeah, he definitely was kicking some serious butt tonight. Thanks goes out to him. I wouldn't have been able to do the things I did tonight if it wasn't for his assistance. We both are on the same team. Um, we went and targeted one of my friends, I guess you can call them, on Pokemon Go. They kind of earned that opportunity tonight, and yeah, it was great. Every time I saw them in a gym, I made sure to take it out. My apologies to the other people that were in those gyms. Um, I'm sorry. I don't mean anything against you. I really don't, and I don't mean anything against your team. I really do respect other teams. I just don't respect the way these people play, some of them. So, without further ado, I decided to remove that person from as many gyms as I could find tonight. It's kind of like a witch hunt, I guess you could call it. And I know both the accounts that this individual has. And when I saw them in the gym tonight, when I saw her in the gym tonight, I decided to take her out of every gym I could find. And Danny helped. We succeeded. And yeah, she decided to go back and take a couple gyms back. And then we took a couple gyms back from her. And it actually turned into like almost a 30-minute battle between her two accounts, and myself and my son. And literally took her out. Um, Made her use a lot of golden raspberries, which was the whole point of it tonight. I know I'm kind of devious and underhanded, but she was devious to wait till we drove off and deliberately take us out of a gym. Over and over again, she's done this. It's not the first time, wasn't the second time, wasn't the third time. In fact, I don't think I have enough fingers and toes to count how many times this lady has done this to us. And tonight was kind of just a small taste of what she has in store for her. Kind of like the old saying, you turn the other cheek. Well, I done turned the other cheek many times because I considered her a friend and tried to play nice. It's like, oh, you just took over that gym. Fine, I won't battle you. I'll let you do what you got to do, to help you out, Um, but she deliberately took me out of quite a few gyms and done ticked me off. And tonight was the first of many nights of retaliation. So those of you that do follow this channel will hear me rant about how I target this lady. And hate to say it, you mess with the bull, you get the horns. Okay. Um, I'm not gonna sit there and let her walk all over me just because she's a woman. All right. Um, it's not the first time that team has done that kind of crap to me. So anybody that's blue, I respect you immensely. And I've seen a lot of gyms that were blue tonight, and I didn't target them. All right. I was letting you get your gold for the day, and was not going to target you. Unfortunately, again, I do apologize to other Instinct members that do work extremely hard. But if I see her in the gym, I am going to take them down, whether it's got full motivation or not. I'm doing a public apology right now to everybody else. I don't mean to be an a-hole to you, all right? But I am targeting her. She has two accounts. I know both the names of her accounts. And if I see them in the gym, all's fair in love and war. You know, it's a truthful statement. She wanted to play this game. She wants to do that kind of underhanded tactics. Uh, hey, it's just a game. At the end of the day, it's just a game. Okay, don't take it personal. But I have a feeling she's going to be taking it extremely personal. Um, I'm not like her. I don't wait for her to drive off or anything else. I literally pulled up behind her tonight and took down the gym. And she must have used, at least a dozen golden raspberries. And for those of you that know what a golden raspberry runs, um, you can only get golden raspberries in one of three ways. Um, and I think it's not available in one of the ways right now, because I don't think you can actually buy them anymore. So you have to battle in a raid battle, which means she's going to have to spend money to get. Well, I figure she's going to have to get into level 3 or higher to get more than 3 raspberries, and she's running 2 accounts, so she can get a total of 6 raspberries. Um, which means I can do this again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, until she gets tired of it. And if she gets tired of it, maybe she'll learn to be a little nicer. Because she's targeted gyms with not just me in it. So I don't take it personal. But I have a feeling she just might. She seems kind of vain in that way. And in a way, I kind of am targeting her because if I see her in the gym, I do target it. I apologize, other Valor team members, because to you guys also, because that also means that if she's seeing me in the gym, she's probably going to come after you too. Sorry to you guys. I don't mean to bring the heat down on you. Look at the bright side. I don't think she's going to be around too long. I really don't. Um, a person can only take that kind of abuse for so long and then finally give up. And I have a feeling that's what she's going to do. The good news is, thanks to her antics in the last 3 days, um, I have gotten, well, one gym alone's got over 100 victories thanks to her. Another gym's got well into the 60s, 70s. And there's a couple more that are following exactly in the same suit. Tonight I ended up with like over 40 victories just in one gym alone, which brings me closer to my goal that I was shooting for before I hit level 40. Um, and I think I jumped up like 100 and some wins tonight. Uh, by the time I hit 40, I'll probably be at about 9,000 wins. And for gym battles, it just depends on how long she's going to keep this up. Maybe she'll get the message as to leave gyms with full motivation alone so that people can try to get their gold or the time in. I don't know. Tonight I saw quite a few blue gyms downtown, and I didn't target any of them. I didn't. In fact, there was a few yellow gyms down there that I didn't go after because she wasn't in them. It's like I said, a witch hunt. I was head hunting tonight, and she was the head I was hunting, and she will be for quite some time because I honestly believe I owe her now. It's like you took the gloves off, you threw them in the trash, and you set it on fire. Okay, all's fair in love and war, man. I turned the other cheek so many different times. I looked the other way. I've actually been in gyms before, drove off, and they were red to start with, so I didn't target it. I was playing the nice guy, okay? For those of you that follow the channel or don't follow the channel, whatever, I've always tried to play the nice guy, okay? I really have. If somebody gets in the gym, they just took it over, I'm not going to be a jerk and try to beat the crap out of you just to say I took over a gym. Okay, I'm not that type of person. If it's red and it's there, I can get in it. I choose to do that because I'm trying to do the 1,000 candy challenge, and every XP I use in having to battle a gym takes away from one less creature I can catch. So I kind of hold off on trying to do as many of those raid battles or gym battles as I can because I'm trying to save on the XP for creature catching. And tonight she cost me about 10, 12,000 in XP, at least, having to battle her gyms. And every time I defeat a creature, I'm just getting a plus. It's a plus for me. So her creatures don't pose any threat to me. Never have, never will. So you get to a certain level, you can just keep battling them over and over and over and over again, and not lose a single creature. I did go through a few potions tonight, quite a few actually. But the good news about that is I needed to make room for Pokeballs, so it was a win-win. Um, really, it was. I had to use up some revives, and I was stockpiling max revives, and then now I got a chance to stockpile even more. Uh, just to, help me out immensely. Thank you, I guess. You're helping liquidate items I don't normally use. Um, but the gloves are off now. You took them off. You started the battle, so hey. Um, I am happy to say that, well, I made a new walking buddy, and there's a reason for my new walking buddy. It's Chansey, and because I have 9 of them now, and I have 10 of them now. Cause sorry, um, I just got one tonight, and I evolved one tonight. So I had 10 at the beginning of the night, and I evolved one, so I'm down to 9. But I evolved one into another Blissey, and now that Blissey's up over 2,000. I've got 3 Blissies over 2,000. One is totally maxed out, and I haven't even hit 40 yet. So by the time I'm done, I'm going to turn around and have, because Chansey's my buddy, it's just a matter of time before I make another Chansey into a Blissey. And I'm going to drive around, and when I come across gyms that I can put in, I'm going to put in. I'm going to put in a Chansey first. If I have to battle a gym, it's getting a Blissey. And for those of you that are paying attention, I'm only battling one person. Okay, only one person. So it's become a personal issue for me. It is personal now. Her and I, yeah. And I still got her on my friends list. Can you believe that? It'll be fun. I'm looking forward to the fun times ahead. It's always good to have a villain and to have a hero in any kind of thing. I would consider myself I've been antagonized long enough to become the protagonist. You pushed me so far to where I've decided not to turn the other cheek. And I'm not picking on any color in particular because I have friends of mine that are blue, and I still have friends of mine that are yellow. Okay, um, and if I see those guys in gyms, I don't go after them. And if I see a blue gym with full motivation, it's not that I can't take it down. I don't want to. Okay. I like the other people, and it's a team thing. Okay. To me, you can't have red without yellow. You can't have yellow without blue. All right. But working together as a team means it's not all about me. It's not all about I. It's about everybody working together. When you end up with somebody that's deliberately working against you and deliberately not helping you out, and literally going after gym after gym after gym you're in, time and time again, you just put it in. All the other creatures are full of motivation. And you literally drive about 5 blocks, 6 blocks away, and all of a sudden your creature comes back, and you're like, what the heck? I just put that in. So then you drive around, come back, which now you've gone 10 blocks, and you take a look, and it's supposedly your friend and her secondary account that has a tendency to really tick you off. Then you look around, and oh, wow, nowhere to be found. Nowhere. And then she's off doing another gym where you just put in, and it's like, okay, you can't tell me this is coincidence. All right? You can't tell me that this is by chance. Um, and I let it go. I let it go. For months, I've been letting it go. In fact, to be honest with you, she's like 10 days from my being a best friend. Okay. 10 days. You know how many days you start out with? You're talking like, what, 80 some? 90? I can't remember exactly what you start out at when you get on somebody's friends list. Okay. But, to be down to like a 10, 20 days, I mean, you're talking months and months and months. By the way, she was doing this shit to me before. I just didn't know who it was before. And so I tried to turn the other cheek. I tried to be nice. I tried to be friendly. I tried to, but after months of dealing with this shit, crap, whatever you want to call it, you take it. You had enough. I just had enough. And it's like, okay, I'm almost level 40. I tried to play the nice guy, and you're gonna do this crap to me, really? What did I do to you to deserve this? Are you just using our friendship to as an excuse? I mean, there was a time where I'd send everybody any kind of gift without, giving way to my location. Okay, I'm serious. I wouldn't give way to my location at all. I'd be like, oh, I'm in this gym. I don't care what color you are. Here you go. Take my gift. It don't matter. And so I'd be in the gym, and I'd send these people the gifts, regardless of what team they were on. And then they were targeting those gyms because it's like, hey, he went to this gym. I'm going to go target it. I've gotten to the point now where opposing teams don't get gifts from gyms I'm in deliberately. Or if I'm in an area where I'm in gyms, I make sure to send them a gift from somewhere else, just so they don't even know I'm there or have even been there. As far as they know, I'm in that area and I'm doing that, so they'll go in and they'll battle it. And I've tested that theory, and I've proven that theory that some of these other people are that devious and that underhanded, and that's pathetic. So when I send people gifts now, I make sure that you're on my team. I'm in this gym. Hey guys, guess what? This is where I'm going. This is where I've been. Come back me up if you want. Come help out. If you're an opposing team, yellow or blue, you're going to get a gift of an area where I really don't care where you're at. Go, be there. Who cares? Yep, I was over there. Did you hit the Pokestop to collect on the gym by spending for items, and I just happened to get a gift bag? That's the way I'm running now, because um, and who knows? Who knows what the future holds? It might eventually get to the point where I pull all opposing team members off my friends list, um, because of them pulling that crap. And because I know Mystic's been doing it. I set them up. Boy, have I set them up. I used to target an area, and it used to be a red area all the time. And then I started sending certain blue team members gifts, and for some reason, blue started moving in, and I didn't pay it any mind at first. Then a red gym or a couple of red gyms would pop up, so I'd go down there, put in, and next thing I know, blue would move in, and I was looking at it, going, I know that person. That name seems kind of familiar. So then I started looking through my friends list, and I'm like, hey, they're on my friends list. Did they go there because they saw I was there when I collected on that gym? There's a possibility there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be watching that very closely. I'm going to be sending gifts of where I really don't care where you go. And I'm going to deliberately spin areas where I'm not to get those gifts so that I can. And it's kind of bad. It really is that people think like that. You know, it's kind of like, oh, you're a friend of mine, but I can't send you this gift because I know if I send you this gift, you're going to know I was there, and now you're going to go target that gym. And what kind of friend is that? And that's the way things were with her. Okay. She'd see I'd be like a prime example, Siouxland Libraries here in Sioux Falls. She'd see I would be in Siouxland Libraries, and believe it or not, I'd come back and she'd be in it, and the gym would be her color, and she'd have both accounts there. And I'd be looking at it going, all right, so that's the way you want to play. So she was just one of a couple that I suspect. And so now I started switching it up. I'm going to send you a gift to where I'm not. And I'm going to see if those people decide to go after those gyms. And if I notice that they're in those gyms that I'm sending those gift bags to, because I have an excellent memory, by the way. I've only got 30 friends on my friends list, and only about half of them are active in any given day. So I can keep track of who gets what gift very easily. It's not like I'm sending out 30 gifts every single day. I'm lucky if I send out maybe 15 or on a good day 20. So I can keep track of it. And you can only send out 10 gifts at a time. Otherwise, you got to go collect more gifts. But long story short, I am going to be watching that with Pokemon Go. And it's kind of bad that you actually got to sit there and start thinking like that. You know, I was trying to play the game fair and trying to be nice about it. I mean, literally. I was trying to be nice and play the game in a very fairly decent manner. Because I believe everything should be decent and in order. I think if people were allowed to get their gold, because I try not to use golden raspberries. I have in the past. I actually got a couple that I don't use. I save them for catching creatures that I really want. And, I could have done that with her tonight. Oh, you're going to battle it? Okay, fine. Nope, you take it down to the last little segment. Guess what? I'm going to heal back up. I mean, but you know what? And I know there's people out there that do that all the time. Just because they want to keep the gem. You know, to me, it's just a gem. If you get your 50 gold, you get your 50 gold in a day. That's pretty much all there is to that. I think a lot of people are taking it way too serious. I really do. Her being one of them. Um, and it's like, you know what? It's just a game. At the end of the day, it's just a game. It's just, something to bide your time. It's supposed to be entertaining. It's supposed to be fun. But when you deal with that kind of garbage, it's hard for it to be fun anymore. And when people are that vindictive, it's like, what do you do? I mean, do you really sink down to their level? And I tried turning the other cheek with quite a few people through the years. Um, and I just, everybody wants to play unfair. Just leave the game, okay? Because you're not making it fun. You're really not. I mean, like tonight, I drove down and there were other blue gyms and other yellow gyms down there, and they were pretty full on motivation. And I looked at them and I'm like, dude, you're not doing anything to me. I'm not going to do anything to you. I'll leave your gyms alone so that you can get your gold. There's plenty of other gyms in Sioux Falls. People are freaking losing the motivations. They get their gold back at the end of the day. They got their time in. They win. They get their creature back. They got their gold for the day. Boom. Everybody's happy. You know, um, because you only get gold 50 max a day. So once you get your 50 gold, I mean, really, does it matter? Seriously, does it really matter? No, it really doesn't. Um, and I've got my 50 gold already, thanks to her. I'm sure she was a very strong contributing factor to taking me out. Um, and yeah, I'm sure there was some blue people that decided to play that kind of, oh, there's a gym. I'll just take that one out and move in. It's like, dude, there was like four blue gyms downtown that I didn't even mess with. But I'm sure they decided to move in and target gyms I was in. And I got gyms down there that I was in that had full motivation. I know that because when I looked at it about half an hour ago, everything was full. I couldn't even give berries to any of my gyms because when I move into a gym, what do? Every creature that's in the gym gets a berry. Then I go on to the next one. And I did the exact same thing. Move into a gym that's red, boom, boost everyone back up to full, on I go. So I knew that those gyms were full motivation, but I'm sure by the time this lady's done, she's going to take them out. And like I said, I'm apologizing to the other Valor players because she's made this personal. Um, and if you're in the gym with me, unfortunately, she's going to target it. Because that's the type of person she is. She's very vindictive and deceptive too. I just left tonight. I'm like, you know what? Screw you. You want to play like that? I'm not going to sit here and waste all my time. I got other things to do with my time. I have a life outside of this game. I do it for fun. And if that's the way people want to be, it comes back. I'm one of them people that believe in yin and a yang. For every positive, there's a negative. If you treat somebody in a positive manner, at least you've remained positive. So I really don't like having to do this. But until she gets the message, I feel like I have no choice. And that's kind of disheartening. It does bother me. It's like, hey, if you just wait till the motivation's gone, just take it over then. But, some people, some people, it's like somebody speeds up in front of you just to come to a red light. And then they speed ahead and they get to the next red light. They speed ahead, boom, another red light. It's like, you know what? Is this real? Did this really do you any good? Um, and I'm the type of guy that'll go, oh, 45 miles an hour. I'll go 40 because in that way I know I'm going to hit every freaking green light. Go ahead, rip and just speed in front of me. Yep, how's that treating you? Look, I got up behind you. The light turned green. I'm going, and you're going. Did that really do you any good? Wow, you were first to the stoplight. Congratulations. I'm happy for you. And in her case, yeah. It's kind of the same theory if you think about it. Um, like, you're wasting your time. Why would I want to battle the gym 9 times for 3 creatures when I can wait till your motivation's gone and battle it once, all the way through, and not have to kill off all my creatures to do it? You know? Seriously. It's like, yeah, just keep going. Keep going. Yep. How's that working for you? I still got golden raspberries I could use if I wanted. But I'm not like that. Like, no, just beat the crap out of my creatures. Yep. Full motivation. You want to be a dick? Go ahead. Me? No. Slow and steady wins the race. Anybody that knows that if you do anything in a consistency, you're going to come out ahead. Um, if you go at something full bore, you're going to run yourself out. You take a long distance runner against a short distance runner, the sprint runner, over short distances, amazingly fast. But you take that short distance runner and you put it against somebody that's does long distance running. Yeah, you're going to sprint ahead, you're going to be out of breath, and then that long distance runner is going to pass you by. And I've been playing the game since pretty much back in July when it first came out. And I've had people treat me this way many times throughout the game. And one of my friends that's in the same team that's been level 40 for a while says, yeah, he's seen a lot of people come and go from the game. And, I told him what I'm going through. And he's like, you're given two choices, really. You either let it go or you give them a show of force, what you're capable of doing. And if they're meek enough or intelligent enough, they'll get the message. If they're vain and arrogant, they're not going to get the message and they're going to keep going that way. And eventually it's going to catch up on them with them, you know. They're going to feel bullied. And the problem is actually they were the bully to start with. You're just returning the favor. The whole idea, you treat people the way you want to be treated. And then when I come to anything in life, that's pretty much the way I handle it, whether it's work or any kind of personal relationships. I treat people the way I want to be treated. If I'm not in the mood for something, leave me alone. If I am in the mood, great. Somebody else is in the mood, fine. You are? Great. Um, issue going on? Great, let's talk about it. Oh, you don't want to talk about it? Fine. Any kind of relationship, that's what you deal with. Pokemon Go is supposed to be to develop relationships with people. Um, and I did try the peaceful way first. I tried the peaceful man stands tall. I tried the turning the other cheek, but you turn around, they kick you in one side of the face. You turn around, they kick you in the butt, and they kick you in the other butt, and they kick you in the face. Now you're staring right back at them again. What do you do? Well, you can only turn around somewhere so many times till you get tired of it. You know, and you fight back. It's human nature. You get cornered into a situation, eventually you're gonna fight back, or you're just gonna cower like a weeping puppy and let them keep kicking the crap out of you. You know, it's a test of our humanity in the way we handle any and all situations in life. Uh, and I hate to say it, I try to be peaceful, not because I can't fight back. It's because I choose not to be too aggressive. It used to be a huge problem I had was being full of anger and aggression, and then I have to step back, and it's like, dude, you can't be like that. This is what I'm telling myself. You can't react that way. You need to take yourself out of the equation and think about things logically rather than just be like a bull in a china shop. you know um, if you really want to find success in anything you do, once you take the emotions out of things and you think about it logically, you're going to come to the conclusion that is probably the right conclusion. Um, Once you get rid of the emotions, you're left with nothing but logical thought. You really are. And if you're talking to people like I did, I sought counsel, and somebody that's playing the game as long, if not longer, than I have. Um, and he said you're going to run into it. I sought counsel, which there's nothing wrong with that. Not every We don't all have the answers, but if you can find somebody that does have those answers, or somebody that might, definitely go to them. Uh, because they can help guide you through those tough times. They can help you to make the correct decisions that you might need to make. And sometimes the decisions you might need to make might not be the ones you want to, you know. And in my case, that's what I'm dealing with now, with the game, you know. Prime example, the game. It's not decisions I want to do. They're not things I really want to do. They're not things I really enjoy doing. Um, but sometimes you got to make the tough choices. Um, I wouldn't consider myself a leader by any means, but we all lead by example in the way we live. We really do. And if you try to take the peaceful stand first, hopefully other people around you will see that, and they'll be like, "Oh, this guy's a decent guy. He's not such an a-hole. Um, he does care about other people, because they got to live in this world, and might as well get along with people in it, which I think if a lot more people took the time and thought about it and took patience in that, the world would be a lot better a place. It really would be. And I think that's probably one of the major problems with our society is we don't take thought for other people. I think a lot of times in the world in general, and I know I'm generalizing, but a lot of people in the world in general, I think that's what they do. They just think about themselves. It's all about me, and it's not. And like I said, I apologize to everybody else. I'm going to end it this way. I apologize to all the instinct people that were in those gyms. Thank goodness that there wasn't a lot of you, okay? There was only 2 gyms tonight that there were other people that were in that gym with her. And I'm very thankful for that. Unfortunately, she was in 5 different gyms. And it's like, you know what? I was in these gyms earlier today, and I know you're the one that took me out. And I'm coming back to return the favor. And yeah, I took her out of all 5 gyms. It's like, yeah, good morning. Here's your cup of coffee. I hope you enjoy it. 2 gyms tonight with other yellow players. And I apologize, guys. I really do. And I'm not going to be an a-hole about this. I'm not going to take it out on the rest of you. I promise you that. And if she would have been the only ones in the gyms, I would have taken them out. Um, Unfortunately, there were other people that were in front of her and stuff like that. In fact, she had one person in, she was in the first one. There was a couple in between, and then she went to her secondary account, and I ended up having to go through the entire freaking gym, and wiping them all out. And it was horrible. And I was not happy about doing it. And in fact, I even made a comment to my son. I'm like, you know what? If we don't take out this whole team, she's just going to come back and put in 2 more creatures. Unfortunately, we got to take out everybody in this team. If it would have only been them, I would have left the gym alone. Yeah, both times I would have left the gym alone. But, it's kind of, like I said, a show of force. It's like, you know what? Yin and yang. You've rolled over on me so many times, now I'm pushing back. And I'm not letting up. So, I apologize to the other people, and I apologize to the other Valor members because I know this is going to cause some repercussions. Um, and I mean no harm, but people like this have to be put in check. And if it wasn't me she was taken out of a gym, it would have been you. And she's going to take us out either way. It's just a game, guys. Please don't take it personal. Don't quit. Don't give up. Um, she probably will. Okay, she probably will. Because people like that just, when they find they're not getting anywhere, they give up. It's not working for them, and they can't figure out why, and they just give up. And she will. I've been doing it for a while. I've seen a lot of people come and go, and I hate to say it. Friends of mine that were on other teams come and go, and it's like and because they had the same type of attitude. I was like, dude, why don't you just let the motivation go? And no, 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 no. I'm like, you're making it too personal. You need to relax. It's just a game. Well, they keep taking me out. And what did they do? Yeah. So to each his own. Be safe, all of you. And hopefully, I gave you some pointers in life that can help you out for the future. I really encourage you to take a look at your life and find out, are you the one that's rushing to the stoplight and then having to sit there and wait and becoming very impatient while you're waiting? Or are you the type of person that'll sit there and just go, okay, if I go this time, this speed, this, I'm gonna reach my destination in great time. Why? Because I'm not in such a big a hurry. I'm not missing anything. Um, I'm basically there to do what I need to do and following it through to the end. Because that's what we do in life. We decide the way our end is. Okay. You're going to go out with a bang, or do you want to go out as a peaceful person? I prefer to be the peaceful one. I mean, I don't like violence at all. Don't agree with it. Don't like it. Um, you got to come to some kind of mutual agreement. That's my personal opinion. We all make concessions in life of what we're willing to accept. This is something I told my daughter, and I'm going to share it with you. There is, in any kind of relationship, you always make a choice whether you're going to accept something or you're not, whether you're going to tolerate something or you're not. And that defines any kind of given relationship, you know. Um, and if I have found many times through the years that as long as you set up certain boundaries, people are willing to follow them. When you become overly demanding, or if you become so to the point where you will do it this way and this is the only way you're going to do it, um, you have a tendency to not get mutual respect. And eventually it develops animosity. And yeah, take that thought into consideration by all means. Because with animosity starts to develop division. Hatred starts building. You start getting to a point where it's like, why the heck should I listen to you? You don't listen to me. My opinion doesn't matter. You start developing those kind of attitudes when you're treated that way. And as long as you set up those boundaries and they're willing to follow them, that's one thing. But when they start breaking them, then, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. And that's in anything in life. Um, try telling your boss where to go. See how long you have a job. There's boundaries. Okay. He might tolerate it the first or second time, and he might warn you. Especially if he's a friend of yours, he might say, "Hey, man, I'm the boss. You shouldn't talk to me that way. If we weren't friends, I would have fired you." He just set up a boundary. He just set up a boundary. It's like, hey, there's certain rules, certain laws you're not going to cross, and this is one. Um, kind of like me tonight. This is a boundary. I'm not dealing with your crap. Will she get the message? Probably not. Will she feel like the victim? Yeah. Is she vain enough and arrogant enough not to realize the fact that she has brought this on herself? Definitely. Definitely. And you can count on it. Um, I've dealt with them kind of people and their attitudes before. I've seen it 100 times before. And, I wouldn't be surprised if she whines, cries, and complains about it to other gaming people. Um, I'm such a victim. Oh, it's poor me. Oh, leaving out all of her previous crap she's done. You know, she might even get some people to rally to her defense. Um, I don't know. I mean, she is a woman. She's fairly attractive. She's fairly young. She might actually get people to rally to her defense. Because, poor innocent woman, she's the victim in all this, um, which isn't true. And anybody that's ever paid attention to the game and pay attention to the way she plays will know that she's a liar. Um, sorry, it's just a game. You're going to take it that personal. Take it personal, you know. I'm making videos about it, and my videos tell a story of my life. They actually tell the story of what I've been going through with this individual, and it can be traced back quite a ways. Follow my videos back, you'll see it. You know, um, it's just one of them things. We deal with everything in life. So who's the real victim? From victim to victor, I always say. For those of you that believe in God and the Bible, check out the book of Job. Victim to victor. Yeah, I was the victim. Now I will become the victor. Watch and see. Follow me. Join me. Watch the videos. Listen to my commentaries. Um, yeah. Thank you for your time, your patience, your understanding. Hopefully, I taught you something. I taught you something about yourself, most importantly. And through my life experience, what I'm going through, my experiences and everything, um, it's not just a game. It's life in general. And that's why when I put up these videos, that's what I say. Pokemon Go and daily news update. Because that's what it's about. It's about news. The news that happens to us. Not just in our community, not just in Pokemon Go, not just in the city and state we live in, but in the freaking whole world. This is what we're all dealing with. These are issues. There might be just an issue in a game, but there are also issues in real life. These are real issues. These are real things that everybody deals with every single day, whether it's at work or in our personal relationships. That's why I make the videos I make. Not just to make testimonies about me and my life, but so that you all can learn too. And my kids can always view it at a later date. And if anybody ever has an issue about what's going on, they can always look back at my videos and then be like, oh, he did mention this before. He has talked about this. This has been going on for a while. Yeah, it has. So without further ado, I love you guys. I hope you find the bright side of the universe. I'm sure it's on the planet furthest from where we're at right now. Um, and I really hope that you can find the brighter side of your life and make the most of it. Until further notice, without further commentary and stuff like that, I will definitely see and talk to you again. I'm looking forward to giving you the update when I hit level 40 and when I hit 40,000 creatures and 10,000 candies and 1,000 field researches completed. Those are the goals still to achieve for my game. And yeah. Oh, yeah. And I'm almost at 8,000 battles won. So I'm pretty happy about that. Talk to you later. Uh, until further notice, take care. Bye for now.